Ciao a tutti and welcome to my cooking class. Today I want to teach you a brisée, but a special brisée. It's more light than the traditional and more tasting. Vegan too.
Pâte brisée, in English, pie crust, is one of the basic doughs of classic French cuisine, but it also plays a very important role in Italian cuisine. The popularity of pâte brisée is due to its versatility and its ease of preparation. That's why we want to teach you all the secrets of preparing pie crust. This will allow you to acquire an important piece of knowledge in Italian cuisine. The pie crust, which has a neutral taste, can be used for savory and sweet pies, for finger foods and appetizers. It is called brisée, meaning broken, because the fat material, butter, is first mixed with flour in sufficient quantity to obtain a mixture of small pieces separated from each other. Only then you add the quantity of cold water necessary to obtain a homogeneous pastry. What you are seeing is the classic method for making pie crust, which uses butter. But today, we will teach you our pie crust, which is made with dry white wine and olive oil, and we will compare the results.
To make a brisée, need flour, any type of flour, white wine, extra virgin olive oil, and a little salt. I have two methods for prepare brisée. Let's start with the first method.
Create a volcano in the center of the flour. Put oil, wine, and a pinch of salt. Then start kneading. The kneading does not need to blend the ingredients perfectly. The pastry should remain crumbled. Turn the dough out onto a piece of cling film or parchment paper. Compact the dough with your hands. Cover it with cling film and start rolling it out with a rolling pin. It takes a little effort, but the final result will give you great satisfaction. Fold the dough. Cover with the film and roll again. You should repeat this process 3 times. As you can see, the pastry is not crumbled anymore. But look at how the pastry is peeling. This is what will give our pastry a crumbly texture.
The dough is ready. Now I have to put it in the fridge for 30 minutes. Now I show you the second method.
What we need to do differently from the first method is that this time we have to keep kneading until all the ingredients are nicely blended. If the dough does not compact or feel hard, add some wine. Unlike the first method, there is no need to fold the pasta and there is no need to put it in the fridge, which is convenient if you are in a hurry. Now, we want to see what happens with the 3 different types of pie crust that we have made after baking them. We have made a different shape for each of them to make them easily distinguishable. We have a rectangle for the traditional pie crust with butter and water, a flower for the pie crust with olive oil and wine that we have kneaded with the first method, and a triangle for the pie crust that we have kneaded with the second method. The oven must be preheated to 180 Celsius degrees. When you bake pie crust-based products, make sure you put them at the bottom of the oven for better cooking. Bake until golden.
While the dough is baking, let's address some questions. Can I replace the wine with the water?
Certainly, like in the original recipe, but I recommend that you use cold water. Clearly the flavor will change.
Can I replace the extra virgin olive oil with another oil?
Yes, you can use your favorite oil, but expect a change in flavor and texture of the pastry.
What kind of flour do we use?
Unlike bread, where rising depends on the type of flour, the pie crust is not affected by it. So have fun trying different types of flour. Even the wholemeal one will give a great result.
If you have another question, write in comment below.
And now, we'll give you a couple of tips. 1. You can freeze this dough or keep it in the fridge for up to 4 days. Even after cooking it, it remains good and fragrant for a long time if closed in an airtight container. 2. If you're preparing a tart or a pie, prick the bottom of the dough. Put it under the grill for a few minutes until a light crust forms. Only now fill it. Then you can continue baking it.
Qui abbiamo le nostre diverse paste brisè cotte. Vediamo un poco cosa è successo. Intanto vi faccio notare questa cosa qui. Guardate queste due. Questa si sono create delle bolle, questa invece è rimasta molto piatta. Perché? Perché nel momento in cui io ho steso la massa ho fatto troppa pressione in questo punto. Quindi fate attenzione, cercate di stendere la vostra massa in maniera più uniforme possibile. Per quanto riguarda le caratteristiche di cottura, sono molto simili tra di loro queste paste. Ve ne rompo qualcuna. Guardate un po'. Vi ricordo che questa non è una pasta sfoglia, è una pasta più simile a un biscotto salato. Però un minimo di sfogliatura assicura la fragranza della vostra preparazione. If you like this video, give me a like. If you want to become Italian Master Chef, subscribe e push the bell. Ciao!